Hey, what if I told you the 3-minute TikTok banger you're obsessed with was actually invented by a 100-year-old brittle record? A record so fragile, it could shatter if you just sneezed on it, fundamentally shaping how we consume music today. The way you listen to music today, with endless playlists, pocket-sized players, and the ability to skip mid-song, wasn't born in the tech hubs of Silicon Valley. This modern convenience has roots in much older, more physical formats. It was forged in the delicate grooves of wax cylinders, the rigid surfaces of shellac records, and the temperamental magnetic tape that literally ate itself. We're about to crack open the Sonic Time Capsule and explore these forgotten formats. Let's dive deep into the history of these forgotten formats, uncovering the innovations and limitations that secretly continue to run your headphones and influence your listening experience. Picture this. It's 1877. Thomas Edison, a name synonymous with innovation, yells the nursery rhyme "Mary had a little lamb" into a device using a tin-foil cylinder. This moment marked a pivotal point in sound recording history. The machine, to everyone's astonishment, talks back, playing his words. Humanity's mind is blown. Music is no longer a live-only experience. It's now captured, preserved, and canned for later listening, a concept that was revolutionary at the time. These early wax cylinders were incredibly fragile. Drop one, and it shattered into pieces. Play it in the summer heat, and it melted, making them impractical for widespread use and requiring careful handling and storage. You had to hand crank the phonograph to play these cylinders, and each one offered a maximum of only 2 minutes of recording or playback time, severely limiting the length of any musical piece or spoken word recording. Fast forward to the 1890s. Emil Berliner, building on earlier innovations, invents the flat disc, which would become known as the 78 revolutions per minute shellac record. This new format offered significant advantages over the fragile cylinders. It won the first format war, primarily due to its suitability for mass production, allowing thousands of copies to be easily stamped from a master. This industrial efficiency made music more accessible to the general public than ever before. And boom, the jukebox is born. You drop a nickel in, pick your song from a selection, and suddenly, you, the listener, choose the music, not the radio DJ. This gave individuals unprecedented control over their musical choices in public spaces. The 3-minute pop song? You can largely blame the 78 revolutions per minute record for that. It physically couldn't hold more than 180 seconds of audio per side, a technical limitation that profoundly shaped musical composition. Artists were forced to cram their most catchy melodies and memorable hooks into this strict time frame, a structural constraint that, surprisingly, still dominates the charts and influences song lengths today, even with unlimited digital space. Post-World War II, we see the emergence of magnetic tape technology. Suddenly, sound isn't carved in stone like on a record. It's more like paint, a malleable medium that can be altered and manipulated with unprecedented flexibility. You can erase, overdub, and edit sound with ease. Reel-to-reel tape recorders began hitting living rooms in the 1950s, bringing professional-grade audio manipulation into the hands of enthusiasts and home users. This new technology led to groundbreaking innovations. Les Paul invents multi-tracking, allowing for layered recordings, and the Beatles famously spliced tape for their iconic album Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, creating complex soundscapes. Every copy-paste function you use in your modern digital audio workstation today is a direct descendant, a grandkid, of those early reel-to-reel tape editing techniques, showing the lasting legacy of this analog innovation. Then comes the 8-track cartridge, the 1960s car stereo dream. It featured an endless loop tape, designed for continuous playback, making it perfect for long drives without interruption. The problem? That infamous ka-chunk sound would often interrupt your favorite solo as the track changed, and the tapes were notorious for unspooling like a plate of spaghetti, leading to frustrating tangles and ruined music. Despite its many flaws and technical headaches, the 8-track was a hot mess that proved one crucial point. People desperately wanted music in motion, accessible and portable, especially in their cars. Enter the true hero of portable audio, the compact cassette, introduced by Philips in 1963, initially designed for dictation. Its small size and robust design made it a versatile new format. Sony then took this humble cassette and slapped it into the iconic Walkman in 1979, making music truly private and personal for the first time, allowing individuals to carry their tunes wherever they went. Your daily commute now had its own soundtrack. And the mixtape, carefully curated and shared, became the analog precursor to today's digital Spotify playlists, a deeply personal expression of musical taste. You could curate 90 minutes of your favorite vibes, meticulously label it in Sharpie, and then gift it to your crush, a tangible token of affection and shared musical taste, far more personal than a digital playlist. Home taping, the act of recording music from the radio or other sources onto cassettes, scared record labels silly, leading to cries of "it's killing music." Does that sound familiar in today's digital age of streaming and file sharing? In 1982, the compact disc, or CD, dropped onto the scene, promising perfect sound forever with its random access and hiss-free audio. This digital marvel seemed like the end of the line for older formats, but two analog-digital hybrids bravely fought back, serving as brilliant, albeit doomed, bridges to the digital age. First, we had the MiniDisc, introduced by Sony in 1992. This was Sony's mini masterpiece, offering recordable digital audio in a compact form. It allowed users to edit tracks much like a Word document and featured a shockproof buffer, meaning CDs would skip if you breathe, but mini-discs were jog-proof. The mini-disc utilized a track compression, an early form of what would become the MP3. It truly was everything the iPod later became, but its high price point and lack of label backing ultimately hindered its widespread adoption. As MP3s began to sneak in via platforms like Napster, the mini-disc's fate was sealed, and it eventually died out everywhere except Japan. Then came the digital audio tape, or DAT. This format offered studio-grade lossless audio on a cassette, making it a favorite among professionals. Every 90s album master, in fact, lives on DAT. However, for consumers, the RIA panicked over the potential for perfect copies, forcing anti-piracy crippleware onto the format. Combined with its high cost and tape-wide nature, DAT never truly caught on with the general public, and it too faded away. Then, the MP3 arrived. It wasn't a physical format, but a file that could shrink songs by tenfold, making them easily shareable over the burgeoning internet. Hard drives could store thousands of tracks, and the iPod perfected the concept of music in your pocket. Physical media, seemingly, went poof. Music dematerialized. You no longer own songs, you simply access them. The mixtape evolved into the playlist, and the Walkman, once a symbol of personal audio, became your phone. Let's connect the dots between these historical formats and our modern listening habits. The 78 revolutions per minute record, with its short playback time, foreshadowed the 3-minute TikTok hooks we hear today. Reel-to-reel tape, with its editing capabilities, laid the groundwork for today's remix culture. The 8 tracks flop in cars eventually led to the seamless integration of car Bluetooth systems. The cassette and Walkman combination pioneered the concept of personal soundtracks, a precursor to our current mobile music experience. MiniDisc's compression technology paved the way for Spotify's bandwidth-saving tricks, allowing for efficient streaming. And what about the vinyl revival? Sales have been up for 15 years straight. Why this resurgence? It's about ritual. You touch the art, you lower the needle, there's no skip button. It's about active listening. That warm crackle isn't an imperfection, it's something we crave. Digital gave us infinity, endless choices at our fingertips. But analog gave us meaning, a deeper connection to the music. When everything is just a tap away, what's truly left to cherish? From wax ghosts to cloud streams, every dead format has left its DNA in your headphones, shaping the way we experience sound. The next forgotten one, perhaps the CD, or even the MP3 file itself. Streaming feels permanent, but imagine a future where AI composes adaptive soundscapes that shift with your very heartbeat. So next time you skip a song, take a moment to thank a shattered 78. Next time you share a playlist, salute the legacy of the mixtape. What forgotten format do you miss? Cassette hiss? MiniDisc clicks? Drop it below. I read every comment. Smash subscribe for more tech archaeology. This is your Sonic Time Capsule. See you in the grooves.